Welcome to Mondays at Mithril. I am Thomas, and today we are playing Bracket 4 Commander decks. And I will be playing Brago, King Eternal.
Hi, I'm Kolt, and I'm going to be playing Vadric, Astral Archmage.
I'm Michael, and I'm playing Brago also.
And I'm Kylea, and I am playing Animar, Soul of Elements. And let the adventures begin. Let's roll. I have a d20. You have a
I have 2d6, okay.
We want to do d20 or do 2d6? Let's do 2d6.
Beat us in.
10. Nope.
8.
8. Come on, dice. I don't want to go last.
I don't want to go last.
I'm okay either way at this point.
Nope.
Right.
It's pairs, so I gotta reroll.
That's not,
No.
it is not Monopoly.
All right, let's draw our 7 and see if anyone needs to mulligan.
Ooh, icky. I have kind of a slow hand, a little bit. But we'll go with it.
Try this again. Yes.
Good. Good.
Yep.
Good.
Good.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Forgot that I added this card in here. Already finding things. I'm going to play a snow-covered island and pass.
Draw. Oh. I'm going to play an Ancient Den and pass.
Okay, I will draw for turn. I'm going to be so cool and play a mountain and pass.
Those artifact lands not
Draw.
intertapped.
No.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Abandoned
pretty
modern
nice.
for a reason.
Yeah.
I will play a Mystic Gate, and I will tap that to play a Sensei's Divining Top. I may pay 1 with the top 3 cards of my library, put them back in any order, or I can tap Sensei's Divining Top to switch it for the top card of my library.
On your end step, I'm going to tap my Ancient Den to play an Enlightened Tutor. I'm going to search while you do your turn.
All right. I will untap, upkeep, draw. I will put a Shivan Reef into play, which is a pain land, so I have to pay 1 damage to myself to add a red or blue, or I can tap for colorless, which I will do, to play a Fire Diamond. Enters the battlefield tapped, tap, add a red. I know it says bracket 4, and I'm playing suboptimal mana rocks, but
Hey!
we'll see how it works. We'll see. And then that will be, I think,
Whenever Michael's done
The end of
saying
my
something
turn.
there.
And then land for turn, I'm going to
Tutor.
play a Port Town, which will enter tapped. And then I will tap my Ancient Den to play my Soul Ring. And then I will pass.
Okay, cool. I will draw for turn, and then I would play another mountain.
Do we only have red in hand?
No.
Okay, okay.
oh no.
I will play a Plains, and I will tap. That doesn't tap. I'll look at the top 3 cards of my library. I guess they're going in that order. And then I will pass the turn.
Untap. We play a mountain for turn. I'm gonna tap 1 to pay 1 to deal damage to myself. Add a blue to cast Vadric, Astral Archmage. Vadric says, if it's neither day nor at night, it becomes day as Vadric, Astral Archmage enters the battlefield. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost X less to cast, where X is Vadric's power. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, put a 1/1 counter on Vadric.
I've never played with Day Knights.
It's horrendous. If
Yeah.
nobody casts a spell in the next couple turns, we'll switch it to night. Go ahead.
Untap.
It never
upkeep,
becomes night.
Draw. I will go ahead and play an Urza Saga. As it enters, I get phase 1 of that. Middle one right here. Where I can tap to add a waste. And then might as well tap for 4 to play a Panharmonicon. If an artifact or creature entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Pass.
Icky. Well, guess I only have it on tap. Draw for turn. I'm the same fan.
Is it another mountain?
I will play a Cinderglade. Cinderglade
there you
enters
go.
the battlefield tapped unless I control 2 or more basic lands, and I do, so it's fine. I will then tap all 3 to play 6. as reach. Whenever 6 attacks mill 3 cards, I may put a land card from among them into my hand. As long as it's my turn, non-land permanent cards in your graveyard have retrace. What's retrace?
So you have to sack a land, and then you can
Correction. You discard a land.
discard a land,
Okay.
and then you can cast a card from your graveyard.
Thank you. And that's my turn, I guess.
Sacrifice a land.
Ditch. Draw. I will play a plains. 3 mana.
If you not cast anything, that'd be real sweet. Let it become night.
But
For the first time ever in my Magic career.
but
I mean, I'm forced it to
we're
be
gonna
night.
play
okay.
3, and I'm gonna cast Narset. Each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn, and then I can roll it down 2. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature, non-land card from among them, and put that into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. And I'm going to do that because I have Garbo on top.
Narset's kind of gross.
That is kind of gross. You just get the immediate ability of rolling it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also get the immediate ability of, we can't draw extra cards, which is the real gross part in Narset.
I will reveal a Mox Diamond. These will go to the bottom.
Icky.
I will
Very.
then cast a Mox Diamond, ditching a Plains. And then I will pass turn. It's actually not a good mana rock for Brago, because if you
Yeah.
flicker it, you have to discard.
We can't cast more than 1 per turn.
It's really funny that I just drew my windfall. Ha ha.
Can't draw more than 1 card a turn.
I could really wreck this game. Let's just all windfall
I
right
would
now.
love a windfall. I would love it.
No. Hey, all, I have Windfall in hand, fun fact. I don't know if that needs to be said anymore, but you know, it's there.
I think you said it already.
I'm going to tap 1/2 since my instants or sorceries are reduced by 1. Actually, you know what? Haha. Funny. I'll pass the turn. It becomes night.
Oh, you're joking.
I'll pass.
That's what happens when it's
Untap.
If you
Draw.
cast 2 spells, it becomes day.
Okay.
And every time it switches, Badrick gets another counter.
Okay.
So he's just adding counters
He's
as
just,
it.
yeah, so he's
switches-
a
switches?
2/3.
Badrick is a 2/3, yes. He has a 1/1 counter. Whenever you cast 2 spells, night becomes day.
Okay.
I can search in my lovely box of tokens and see if I have the actual day-night card. While you do that,
Yeah.
I already drew. After drawing, I'm going to roll Urza Saga to level 2.
day-night card.
He gains tap to create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token. With this creature, gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Then I'm gonna play a Plains, and might as well tap to bring out Big Daddy Brago,
No, papa.
and then pass.
Did you say hello, Papa?
He called it Daddy Brago. What's the correct response there?
Big Daddy.
Untap, upkeep, and draw for turn. It threw me off completely. Okay, so I missed a land drop. So I'm going to do is that I am going to tap 3 to play Reclamation Sage. When this creature enters, I may destroy target artifact or enchantment. I have a couple of choices here of what artifact or enchantment land I could destroy.
Panharmonicon is probably your best bet, honestly.
It does. it
No,
did
look
do
how
some
shiny he
additional
is.
Panharmonicon's a good option. The other great option is also Sensei's Divining Top.
It will never get hit. It will go to the top of my library and I'll draw a card.
Because he's going to tap it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Panharmonicon.
Oh, there's 2 choices, and I don't know what one to make because they are both icky. So I'm gonna leave it up to chance. Where's the 6th die?
Panharmonicon is your.
It is the
It
best
is the best choice.
because he's going to tap it. and
Yeah, that's
null
Also,
it.
true.
it forces the top. Oh, yeah. He's
Yeah,
drawing the
it's
card
true.
anyways.
Okay, yeah.
He draws it off with, yeah.
We'll get rid of your pin and murmur.
Sad.
Okay, Thomas, you are open, aren't you?
I am.
More importantly, Narset's
Narset's
open.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to declare an attack of 6 at Narset for 2/4. when it attacks, I'll mill 3 cards. 1, 2,
I'll go to
3. I got 3 lands.
Pretty good.
Okay, I may put a land card from among them into my hand. Let's see here. As long as it's your turn, non-land permanent cards in your graveyard have free trade. Okay, so I need an island really bad.
Do you have the shock lance in there?
Yeah.
I believe so.
So I do have to get the Hinterland Harbor. So it goes into my hand. I did not play a land for turn, so I will then play Hinterland Harbor. Hinterland Harbor enters the battlefield tapped unless I control a forest or an island, and I do, thanks to Cinder Clade, so it comes in untapped. I got an island!
Hey, you can cast your commander soon.
I can cast my commander soon, and so you took the damage from Narset. Perfect, and then that's my turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
You got there.
Ooh. I will play a Flooded Strand. I will use said Flooded Strand, and I will go get a white, a plains, or a island. There we go. We got there.
New mad smell.
I will play a Prairie Stream and a play untap because I have 2 or more basic lands.
The day-night cycle triggers on upkeep. They're kind of a
They always
nightmare.
confuse
Yeah,
me.
they're kind of a nightmare
There
to keep
you
track
go.
of.
Those sleeves are a bit newer. That kind of scared me.
Yeah, they're new sleeves. I will tap 4 and I will cast my Brago.
Dun dun dun.
And then I will pass the turn.
On your end step, I'm going to cast a Celundi Vision for 2. Look at the top 6 cards in my library. I'm going to reveal an instant or sorcery from among them and put it into hand. Put the rest on the bottom of my library in a random order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try not to get that confused in my hand. That card's bad. This card's bad. This card's bad. This card's bad. This card's not bad. I'm gonna reveal a Haze of Rage. Has buyback 2. Creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn and storm. So I will shuffle these into hand. And then I will, because Vadrik reduces by 2, and when he reduces the mana cost of casting, he also reduces buyback. So I will pay a red and 1 to cast Haze of Rage, giving all my creatures +1/+0 twice, and to buy it back into hand. I will then move to my upkeep, correct? We're good with end of turn?
Yep.
Cool. Untap, upkeep. It's daytime. Badger gets another counter. I'll draw a card. All that to have Badger get a counter. I'll play an island.
I love those lands so much.
Oh, they're gorgeous, aren't they?
They're beautiful.
Yeah, pretty.
I will pay 1 to give all my creatures +1/+0 and buyback. I will then declare Vadrik an attacker at Narset.
You can kill Narset.
Bye-bye, Narset.
I have no problem with that.
Hooray! I can do things now.
You can draw more than 1 card now.
I can draw more.
Oh, me oh my.
This is all card draw. Not all card draw. You know I have a Haze of Rage, but yeah, that's my turn. I'll pass.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw, and then Urza Saga will go to 3. And then I will search my library for an artifact card with mana cost of 0 or 1, put it into the battlefield, then shuffle. And we'll, right there.
0/1.
Oh, my
It's gonna be a Mox.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shuffle.
Kill the Brago.
Kill the Brago.
Get rid of the legendary creature.
Brago did nothing. Brago was innocent in all this.
I disagree.
Looking at 2 Bragos that are exactly the same.
What do you mean? They're not the same.
I didn't say the decks were the same. I
mean, they're
I'm
both
going to hand
are foil etched, so I guess
they are the same.
All right,
chose my wording
now I will tap for a white and 3 colorless to play a Smothering Tithe.
Oh, what's the other type?
Whenever an opponent draws a card, that player may pay 2. If the player doesn't, I create a treasure token.
I responds.
One card.
Responds.
I'll respond by tapping this to look at the top 3 of the library. Put them back in any order. We like the order they're already in, and then I'm done.
Nope, never mind. I read the word wrong.
I think I have a response.
Okay.
I do my math right on this. I'll reduce by 3 by casting for 2. So red Haze of Rage buyback. Going to get plus. Where's my red dice? May I have my red die? So it gets +1/+1. Red damage. Haze of Rage again, buyback. +3, +0 until end of turn. And then I'm going to cast for a blue and then 2 more. A Stroke of Genius, which is reduced by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I will draw 6 cards.
Do you pay the 2?
I am in response. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll look at my cards sadly, and I will put priority back to you.
Yeah. So that resolves. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That resolved.
So I'm going to move first. I'm going to tap for planes. I'm going to play Altar of the Brood. Whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under my control, each opponent puts the top card of his or her library into their graveyard. So it's basically a mill machine.
Yeah.
Yes.
for that.
Love mill.
And then I'm going to move to combat and swing a 2/4 in the air at you.
Fair. I'll take
And
my
then
2.
I'm going to flicker my Soul Ring. Might as well flicker Mox Amber. And then that's it. You guys will mill 2.
In response, because I know what's on top and I need it. This goes away and this goes away.
What a good way to get rid of top.
Mm-hmm.
Fervent Mastery and Past in Flames.
And I have a duplicate of Birds of Paradise.
Oh.
I needed that Birds of Paradise.
I'm sorry. Kind of.
I'm supremely happy with that.
And then,
I'm not. I'm supremely happy with that.
and then I will pass.
Okay. So what exactly does the Smothering Tithe do again, just so...
Whenever you draw a card, if you don't pay 2, I create a treasure token.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, because I do have to draw a card per turn.
So not paying your taxes?
I can't pay my taxes. I'm so sad. Okay. I will tap 1 blue to play a Shrieking Drake. When it enters the battlefield, I'm going to return target creature card I control to its owner's hand. I'm going to return my Reclamation Shades back to my hand. Then tapping 3 to replay Reclamation Shades. When this creature enters, I may destroy target artifact or enchantment. Which one do we want to get rid of, guys? The enchantment.
Alter the Brood.
What?
Of its
What?
Smothering
He can
Tithe?
mill us out.
I agree.
He's 1 card away from milling us out.
Strionic Resonator?
Yes.
Yeah.
You run Strionic Resonator?
Yes, he does.
Obviously.
Okay, well, okay, all right.
That makes it Altar of the Brood will be going bye-bye.
See
Hooray!
you later, Stinky.
And then I will be swinging 6 at you, good sir.
Oh, cool.
When it attacks, I will mill 3 cards. 1. Hey, another land. 2. 3. Island's so bad. Let's see. There's another card in there before. Add green for each creature I control.
6, not 6 damage.
Yeah.
6 isn't
He's-
written
he's
6.
swinging
Yeah.
6,
I was
yeah.
like, there's no
Oh,
6.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm like,
Card 6.
there's
I'm
no
sorry.
6 on your board. Yeah, it's a 2/4.
I'll be taking a Cascade Blast
That's much
You
better.
take 2, by the way.
back to my hand. I did not play a land for turn, so Cascade Blast will be coming in. And yeah, that's what I got.
Okay,
That's all I did.
done.
Done.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I will play a Plains.
You pay the 2 from that draw.
Absolutely not.
Thank you.
So, I'll be the hero. I'm gonna put Reality Acid on your. Let me read this
Yeah.
card for everybody. Reality Acid. It is an enchant permanent with Vanishing 3, and then when Reality Acid leaves the battlefield, enchanted permanent controller sacrifices it. So,
Yeah,
oh,
I'm familiar.
yeah, I'm sure you are. I will then. That's all I can do. Go to combat.
Put a counter on that. That might be important.
Well, it's about to get flickered.
Oh, okay.
How about you for 2 in the air?
Gosh, darn it. Taking 2.
Join me.
I will flicker reality acid. And when it leaves play, that gets sacrificed. And when it comes back in, I will stick reality acid on Praga.
What's wrong with you?
Well, that's turn.
Thomas, that was really cruel.
It was. It was.
I'll go to untap, upkeep, draw. Look at all these cards. I guess we just yeehaw. I'm going to start by paying. Let me make sure I do my math right. Everything's reduced by 3. Everything's reduced by 3. So I will pay. Let's just do this first. Let me do this first. Just in case. We'll Pirate's Prize. Draw 2 cards, create a colorless treasure artifact token with sack this artifact, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. I will. I don't have a good way to represent treasure. And then I'll draw 2.
We can share a treasure.
We can share a treasure. I like this. Okay. We will then play a Fist of Flame. I will draw a card, and until end of turn, target creature I control gains trample and +1/+0 for each card drawn this turn. So that makes drawing my 3rd card. So I have 3 extra power on Vadric, who's reducing my spells by 6. I will then pay 1, 2 red, and 6 into an Electro Dominance. So Electro Dominance deals X damage to any target. You may cast a card with converted mana cost X or less from your hand without paying the mana cost. I'm going to hold priority on Electro Dominance and tap a Fire Diamond for a red and spend a treasure to reiterate with the buyback paid. I'm going to copy target instant or sorcery spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. So what will end up happening is I will put this back into hand, making a copy of Electro Dominance. I will resolve the 2nd copy of Electro Dominance, putting in and reiterating into play, dealing 6 damage to any target. I will then reiterate Electro Dominance, putting a copy, buybacking it again, and I'm going to bounce between 2 and 1, resolving 6 damage at a time repeatedly.
So it just slowly just kind of ticks us down, unless anyone has any responses to this amount of damage he's about to do to us, because that will be.
Bond by crying.
Yeah.
I don't have anything in my hand currently at instant speed.
I don't have anything in my hand at instant
Nope.
speed, and you're tapped out. So. So in a raging fire, we just slowly just tick down by 6s each time until Kolt finally kills us all, and
Yep.
we're all at 0. What a game!
Fantastic.
What a game!
Bracket 4, everybody.
Bracket for everybody.
Zoink, Scooby.
I didn't even get to cast my commander.
My next play.
What was your next play?
I was going
Reality
to put on his Brago.
Oh, you're going to repeat back to what
Wait,
you
no, that's
did.
mine.
No, that's
Oh, then I'll keep the shiny one if you
Oh,
really
All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us on our 5th episode of Mondays at Mithril. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We are still doing our giveaway for our Tarkir Precons from our first video if you guys haven't seen it yet, so please make sure to like, subscribe, and we'll be doing that drawing at the end of May.
You would have won next.
Oh,
I
no.
would have got my Strionic Resonator.
Well, thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day.